Okay, masters. May I start, sir?
Yes. Yes, sir. You can start.
Welcome, masters. Very happy morning to all of you. And today, about Seth knowledge. Before that, I want to share some little funny concept which comes through meditation. We will get lot of messages and concepts. So, like in the beginning days of my meditation, I got a message like he, you, and I. Actually, I am the first person, you are the second person, he is the third person. In meditation, the grammar will change. He is the first person, you are the second person, I am the third person. So that is the concept I got. He is nothing but God, the conscious is the first person. From there, you have come. You are before me, I am next, I am the third. So like that, if you reduce yourself, you will be greater and you will be connected to the higher conscious, to him. And that's how I got in the beginning. In the same way, he and she, man and woman. Man is not there without woman. Like he is not there without she. So that is, she is the nature, mother. So without mother, you are not there. That's how. And ego is the main thing to come over here. So that ego will never go until and unless this I goes. So how to get connected this I with the super conscious is the supreme conscious or the universal conscious is the meditation. So that's how mango is a very wonderful fruit that everybody likes. See, there is no mango fruit. There is mango fruit. How? So man goes there, the ego goes, then the sweetness is there. That's how mango fruit is the fruit of kings. Like that, I used to get very funny and wonderful concepts like that. So I got remembered those two things to tell you before this starting. So we'll enter into Seth. So before that also, if you become an observer, if you become an observer, subconscious will be connected to the higher conscious. And this is the message I have written in this morning. Slowly, observer disappears. Slowly, observer disappears. Then only higher conscious works. And slowly, this higher conscious also will disappear and the super conscious works. And that super conscious also disappears. Then supreme or the universal conscious works. So there, the time and place disappear. Time and place will not be there, and the matter also will not be there when the supreme conscious is working. That's how breath becomes calm. That's how we will be in meditation, like the body conscious will disappear and the time and place and everything will get disappear. So like that, the Brahmananda, the supreme Ananda is only there. So like that, stillness and calmness. Stillness can be disturbed. That stillness is external, that can be disturbed. Calmness is internal. Calmness can never be disturbed. So stillness to calmness is the meditation. That's how I could get some few words, like words are also matter. Matter is an illusion. We know it doesn't matter. Say something. If you say, we cannot say something. So whatever we speak is also part of matter. Only the super conscious is connected. Supreme conscious is connected to all the matter, and it is getting converted. Matter is getting converted. Conscious is always there. Still, not still, it is calm. Conscious is always calm. Only we get disturb ourselves, like to work to know that is nothing but ego. So about that I and ego, now this Seth conscious is started and is telling the I, what you are thinking is actually a very small piece of what you are truly. But all the pieces of your I are not like the flowers that are arranged in a garland. See, we are so many eyes, that means we have taken so many buds, but all that is not put together like a flower. Flowers in a garland, they are like the onion layers or the separate fruit bulbs like pots, fruit bulbs like pots, in an orange bulbs, orange fruit bulbs like, and they are depending of life root also will develop like different realities. But the birthplace of all the I is same. So our I worked like anything for so many lives, which is like bulbs of an orange fruit or like petals of a flower, but not like that, just like that. They are together, but their birthplace is only one. One is different from the other. That's why we don't have the remembrance of all that. One is not touched to the other. Here, what will happen in meditation, we will be getting connection with all that bulbs. Hence, here, now I am not comparing the personality just like that with an onion or an orange fruit. They grow in the same way from the origin, core, in different individual pieces in that pattern. Your senses will be allowing you to respond against the external appearance and show. Not only that, they will force you to do so. The energy of life source will never be visible in the things or bodies around you. For example, I can say in the wall also, a nail in the wall also will have conscious. In our body, a nail also will have the conscious. Very few of you only can care my words, and by stopping my sentence in the middle are capable of saying good morning to a nail nearby in a wall, wooden block. A nail is in a wooden block. Who can say good morning to a nail in the wall or a wooden block? Those who can just understand the conscious of that nail or the wall. Not only that, the molecules, atoms of that nail also will have their own individual conscious. Even the molecules, atoms of this book which you are reading will also have individual conscious. So going into very deep, even the letters, that's how I told you in the beginning, matter is also just connected to the super conscious. That's how all these words, letters are also having their own conscious. A stone, metal, plant, animal, air, whatever the form it may be, every form has got its own conscious in this world. Really speaking, you are standing among the conscious of a greater mischief of particles. We are standing in between the greater mischief of all these particles of life energy, the physical conscious of atoms and the atoms which are helping by themselves. In between there is a common sense or understanding. There is no dead material at all, and also there cannot be substance established without conscious. Every conscious without any relation with its level, will celebrate with its creative power and emotional vibrations. If you understand such substances, then only you can understand yourself. So conscious is making us to prepare all the substances and products. So product cannot create the conscious. So that we should remember. Suppose you have stopped the communication system that is running in your blood and flesh for a particular purpose or need, what will happen? See how, though you are physical beings, you are partners in the other consciousness, at least a little. I has no limits at all. This super I, supreme I, that I of all the I's put together has no limits at all. With your limited knowledge, you will try to put some limits. For example, you will cut the links with your capabilities only with your external ego. There are innumerable dimensions which are invisible but having unaccountable capacities and conscious, which really beyond this normal identity. This normal identity, I what we are saying, that is very minimum, and our I connected. This I is very, identity is beyond the super identity with which we are working. It is helping us. It is not my aim to underestimate this ego also. You are giving more importance to it than is required. We are giving more importance to this I, external I. You are unable to know its real individuality. This will be explained clearly after some time or later. Now it is enough to know that your identity and its extension is not dependent of your present I or ego. When I tell you about this physical world, sometimes I use the word camouflage. That is camouflage. Why I use like that means this physical body or being is one thing among the things that are used by reality, but the inner of it is pure reality. Why? Because this body is made of taken from with that inner divine energy. So this body, as we taken from that inner divine energy, as your organs are in a particular Shruti level of some vibration, is in same laya, beat of the communication, they will permit that divine energy. But that being as a body needs some different carefulness and subtle adjustments beyond the external organs to grasp that reality or the conscious. So this ego external is limited, very selfish, and also furious, godlike. It will not accept by any means which is not in its understandable limits and which affects its comfortable zone. So this I will not accept. This will work like a external god, like furious god, and it will not accept the inner conscious so easily. Actually, it should be helpful to you, but you have made it as a dictator which rules you. We are just like acting like dictators. We will not accept the inner, but still you have got interest in learning, which is more than what you need to take. But we will have interest to learn what is this, like that inner core will work. This ego's core also will work to interesting way. By nature, it is not so stubborn. This ego is also not so stubborn. This character of it is so valuable. So that's why we respect our ego. It is so valuable. If your understanding regarding truth is rigid or somewhat narrow, this ego keeps it so firm and will not allow it to expand by several many ways. If you give freedom to inner conscious and creative power, they will protect your physical or external personality. Broadened, expanded relation with the inner. So we have to give freedom to the inner. So this ego, when gives the freedom, then that relation with the inner will be broadened or expanded, and we will get the knowledge. For that only, we have to close our eyes and get connected to that conscious. The role of any personality is not just filled with ego. To say like this book itself is an example, because Jane Roberts' different personality is working for this book. Undoubtedly, I can say this. The energy that is not present in the living species is the capacity to talk about, not there to Roberts. Actually, now I am also not capable to speak about Seth, but Seth will get connected to me when I connect myself to my inner. Then, like that, here who is working Roberts for this book also like that. So we always give so much of importance to our external eye and our physical works and this eye family concerned things. So that's how to get connected inner, that masters will take care of you to drive your inner. Through inner, you will have to accept at least beyond the normal characters. Any being will have some more extra characters, is a fact, must be accepted. What are that actually, and how to realize and release? How the ways I'm going to show. Personality is a way of change that occurs within with the grasping capabilities of inner lying power capillaries. So the grasping of recognition is also part of it. My power of grasping knowledge, I cannot impose on her mind. Seth is telling he cannot impose his power of grasping on Robert's mind, through whom I am speaking. So, without disturbing the grasping power of the individual who is speaking or who is reading or who is listening to this material or the concepts, he will not impose by force. My sayings or messages cannot hide her conscious, like our conscious cannot be hidden. But because of this, her conscious will get some expansion, and the energy such released will take away from this 3D. So, like that, our energy also will be taken away from these 3 dimensions by listening or by trying to understand this with our common mind also. So, like occurrence of such movement of concentration away from physical reality, it seems her normal conscious is dropped or hidden temporarily, but it is given as an ample of extra conscious. Like now we will be connected to the inner conscious by listening to this. Our ego conscious will be kept separate or aside. We are trying to understand with our common mind. That's how mind will help us through listening to this. From my realistic view, my sincerity is centered in her conscious and made such arrangements, but what she speaks and the words you are seeing or listening in this are not heard in the beginning. So first of all, the thing to know is language is a very slow process. letters put together is a word. Words arrangement is a sentence. These are all the things that happens in a straight line path, thoughts result. Partially in relation with some grammar resultant or end product of physical progressive timeline. In particular time, you can focus only on some items by things. All the experiences occurred in a particular complex moment. Your language has not having no capability to explain. See, that's how I told you very beginning. I don't know how it is connected. The concept he, you, and I, like that, the meanings will change. The thought according to the thought and the conscious. So thought is the main root, and thought power and mind power should work along with the inner. When you close your eyes only, the grammar will change, and all these words are really speaking is a matter. As a matter of fact, all this matter helps to get connected with inner. That's how language is very slow to explain what is in the inner. Even then, we have to take the help of the language. There is a different experience in my awareness, which is not in straight line path, that can centralize on many incidents taken place in a particular moment. Rupert could not say that. Hence, those incidents are to be converted to bring to the straight line path level. So when all the things that are not the things, the knowledge or the conscious is to be kept in a straight line path like words, then only we can understand well. So fundamentally, existence or I will have such capability to grasp that events. So therefore, I just cannot say I only knows this knowledge. As I told you earlier, who is sitting in a physical existence, they know about a very small part of about them. Your identity is your existence. In that, your personality is an external part, free and true and useful part. In this communications, conscious of Robert got expanded and centered, so concentrated in a different dimension. It is a dimension in between our two realities without any sidetracks. So now I am speaking, you are listening. In between these two dimensions, Rupert is being taken to another dimension to make us understand. Like that, Seth is working from there. With his permission and acceptance, some thoughts are stamped on him. So now he is also stamping so many thoughts on us through Rupert. They will not stay just like that. Knowledge of that thoughts will have the stamp of one's reality. Rupert is now passing that knowledge with his sound waves for our utilization. So like that, see, I told you, sound makes a wound, but silence is the shape of the God. Silence is the language of God, we know. But here, sound that comes from the silence makes us connected with inner. That is, the godliness is coming through these words. So for this speech, we both become responsible. So those two are very responsible to make us understand what is there in the inner actually. Any communication may get changed or given a wrong path. With that, there is a chance of missing the right path. So in this communication, there is a chance of getting wrong path also, as we too got accustomed well to work that misleading may take place very rarely. So now here, going by misleading will not happen. It may happen very rarely, but actually makes us understand the things very neatly and decently. A part of my energy got transferred to her. So Seth of that level transferred his energy to her. So in these meetings, our two energies put together will make physical system to work for this purpose. But we two are not the products of one another's awakened conscious at all, unawakened conscious at all. So those two parts of Robert and Seth are not unawakened conscious parts. They are awakened conscious parts. I have come up by beating the weak ego. Now the second personality of me. So she is nothing but the second personality of Seth. Weak ego, he is beating it and coming out with super conscious knowledge. At the same time, I have taken care of all the Robert's personality and to make profit to all his united conscious. And at the same time, by speaking through Robert's conscious, he is helping to all her conscious united together. Like that, now Seth is helping us to improve our conscious level and also to keep up the respect of his individuality. This is in the same way, our individuality is not disturbed. Our daily life is not disturbed. Apart from that, Seth is making an arrangement to understand the super conscious, supreme conscious through this. So this is the way of communication becomes possible as his personality only limited to such facility. This I will try to make you understand as easy as possible. So he is trying to understand us in an easy way as possible, as much as possible. That facility is his non-physical existence. That part has got a transparent window due to dimensional inequalities, which is ready to accept the other realities. So where and when we have some window-like thing, empty space in us, then only we will try to accommodate and accept the things as they are. Like that, that part is not exposed. That window which is there in us is not exposed to this physical dimension or this 3D knowledge. So far, I mean, is not polluted with this external sensory organs, which is the place quite open to multi-dimensionally set media. So the part which is very open in the inner is not polluted at all and which is open to the super conscious. So through that window, Seth speaks. So who the masters who are having that windows inside will only have the acceptance criteria to get this knowledge, to gain and to raise their level. Such open media areas cannot be identified with your external sense organs, so sensory organs. So the windows which are in us, we cannot identify just like that with our external sensory organs. So they are open to that masters only. That's how we are connected to Seth with that inner windows only. We are very thankful to Seth by identifying our windows and flowing through that. So because they will see them as the way they can translate. So only that masters can see that windows and translate through that media, like the images of known reality only. I can also enter into your place and time through such windows. See here, Seth is telling he can enter into our place and time. 1 second, one is coming out. Okay. Through such windows which are not in your awareness. Such window is working here in between Robert and me like a nice pathway. So he is working, Mr. Seth is working through us through that window only. So that's how communicating becomes possible. Formation of such windows in the existence is not a rare thing, but to identify them will be rare, and to utilize them is still rare. So identifying such windows in us is rare, but that window's existence is not rare. I will try to make you understand a little about my non-existing I. So to understand or remember will be useful for you. Your tuning, recognition of I is also same. So how to recognize the non-existing I? Seth wanted to tell and explain this. So now we have entered into chapter 2 of this Seth Speaks. See, the circumstances around me are different from yours. Still, to say about them in a humorous way, to reduce their state and tell they are so clear like physical existence and having filled with some special life energy, can tell you this firmly. So he's talking about his circumstances where he is, to say in a funny way, they are like our circumstances only, saying, but he wanted to explain that. But these circumstances are so pleasant after leaving the physical existence, the meaning of pleasantness is changed. See, the just pleasantness means we feel like very nice wind, very hot, very nice, like that we feel, but it is not like that. According to him, that circumstances meaning is changed because there is no physical existence now. So the mental level and the conscious level, atmosphere and circumstances about he is speaking. Here the pleasantness is that which gives more opportunity, profitable for result, and also helpful to achieve the greatness of creative works. So that pleasantness is because of this, how to achieve the soul conscious levels and creative works. My present existence is a big challenge when compared to my many past physical and non-physical existences. So he's talking about his physical and non-physical existences. Compared to that, this present existence is a big challenge. Now, though we are in body, so we are working like not like somebody. We have to work in a no body state. So that thing he wanted to make us realize, like missing of a planet in the solar system, that is like missing of a particular country on your land. Non-physical conscious will never be in one dimension. So see, one country will disappear, suppose, how it will be, or one particular country or land disappeared in this world, how it will be. Like that, he is in that higher conscious level, and from there he is speaking. So physical conscious will never be in one non-physical conscious will never be in one dimension. So it can travel or it can stay anywhere it likes. Like it will have that much of greater energy. These circumstances will not be available for you just after your death. See, now where the Seth is, that circumstances or that atmosphere, that level cannot be understood, or at the same time is not just like that available just after our death. So what is that? You have to die for several times. You have to die for several times. So to reach that level where now Seth is, we have to die for several times. He's not telling you have to take so many births. He's telling you have to die for several times. That means automatically birth is a big shock than that of the death. So birth is a big shock. We know a little before we die, but we do not know before taking birth. So how? Dying for many times will not be in awareness. So dying is not in our awareness, but the birth brings a severe and sudden identification. That's why we get shocked by birth. Hence, need not fear of death. So, as we do not know much what will happen when we die. So, why to fear of death? I don't know the number of times I died. He's telling he himself do not know how many times he died. In these circumstances, have got a greater challenge on my job, which is unimaginable for me. There is a need of so many adjustments in the creative elements. We'll tell you clearly soon about that. So, first of all, you have to know that there will not be a reality that can be created without conscious. So conscious only can create any something. Something cannot be against or different from this myself, and many people like me created these circumstances, reality and existence. So conscious only, we have already told, conscious only creates the matter or body, but matter cannot create the conscious. So he understood and he reached that level. And like that, there are so many other masters also there at his level. These are the real representatives that show the progress that we show. We will not use any eternal constructive buildings. For example, there are no particular cities or villages that we live in. So for them, there are no cities or villages like we live. But it is not that we are hanging in vacuum, and we will not think about the places like you people. We can make and keep the items that we need or think. We can arrange by our own thought process. So whatever they want, they need, they can arrange by just thought process, by the thought process only. That is the level of very Sushma lokas. They will be formed out of our mentally designed structures. They are formed out of their designed structures of mental level. That is why I said Sushma lokas. They can create anything they wanted. The way in which your physical body is formed according to your inner wishes and through the processes, exactly in the same way. So as we are thinking with our thoughts and products, and we are making here, but there directly with the thoughts, the things that are required are generated. You will think that you are not related to existence of physical articles, things around you. You can't understand. You could visualize with the support of your own non-physical existence. So what we are doing and creating for that, our non-physical existence is helping a lot, that we are not in awareness. We think that we are doing, we are preparing, we are manufacturing, we are discovering, like that we say, we think, but our inner non-physical existence help, support is a lot. But we are in awareness that how we have created our realities. So that Seth and his level of masters are having awareness what, from where, how they are preparing and creating all this. That means they know that they are real creators. We are just thinking that we are making with our excellence, we are thinking. Though, so the excellence is support came out with the support of the inner existence only. That is the reason why we create anything, full happiness and creativity. So there is a difference between that masters and we. We feel lot of trouble, problem, disinterest and such things we will have, because what we do will not do with our own interest. We are forced to do so many things, but what they do will do with full creative interest. That's how the artists, real artists only can make something through interest. So everybody should become an artist. That means heartist, those who works with heart. So the heart means inner connection. So then only that creative knowledge or creative power will be there, and they will not get tired because they are always happy. Now suppose if you enter into my circumstances, you will certainly confused due to so many differences. So suppose we cannot enter into their circumstances, even if by chance, if we enter, we will get confused, which you can't digest with your mindset. So our mind will not accept, and this way of acceptance will not work there, and that's how we get confused. But we know the internal rules, how this reality is made to run. I utilize well all the time the way in which I wanted. So if we know how they are working, then we can enjoy. Otherwise, we will get confused. As he knows very well, he can manage nicely and continuously. Reality will never change in my existence, create any problem to my friends along with me. It will never create any problem to him because he knows it will not give any pain. Always it works to give some gain to himself and to this universe and to our levels. And also it helps to them to understand my thoughts, feelings related to the level of my mind and its signals. So eternity and stability will not have relation with the shape of the thing or item. So now mentally they are related to joy, success, recognition, and benefit put together. So I told no. So all that benefits comes to us, and he also is benefited to go to the next level. To perform my concerned activities, I will be traveling into my various levels of my own realities. My responsibilities are fundamentally like of a teacher or a professor to achieve the related results, the helpful and required tools as well as technical skills I can use very well. So he is having awareness of all that skills and tools. So that's how he can utilize all the skills to help us. That means the energies of that particular reality in which I am working will be explained different ways, different methods in this book and in my messages. Available personalities related to identity. I am using a part of my I only. The Seth personality, which I am using here, cannot be understood in other realities. All realities will not have physical existence. So some realities even can't have any sort of knowledge or touch with physical existence. They will not have difference of gender, though the loyal part of my identity is working now, lived in so many physical realities. I just cannot speak with a male personality. So he is not speaking with a male personality or a female personality. There is no gender to that personality without any. That means it is not like neutral gender. It is conscious. That is speaking is with higher conscious. In the circumstances of my home, I just take any personality which I like according to my thoughts. That will also change relatively. Almost you will also be doing in the same passion from your unknown conscious. But there are some important differences. See here, you do not know that you are changing your physical body every moment as per your feelings and continuous speed of your own thought process by which the chemical and electromagnetic changes are occurring in you is a very, very important statement that we should remember and repeatedly understand this, repeatedly be with this conscious. We do not know that we are changing our personal body every moment as per our feelings and continuous speed of our own thought process by which the chemical and electromagnetic changes are occurring in us. This is very, very important. Very long ago, we have come to know as the physical body is dependent of conscious, hence changing of bodies has become easy for me. We take them such that they could follow our internal inner experiences and feelings very confidentially. So here every conscious has got the property of changing the bodies, but there are so many levels of energies in doing so. So many energy levels are working. So get the conscious change to its properties or forms. If observe the history of living beings, systems or ways of changing patterns in your system also, the act of such change is occurring is understood, but it is really very slow. So we change the conscious, our mindset, due to our mindset slow process. As we are not accepting the things as it is, it takes a lot of time to get change the level of conscious. So we can facilitate many bodies in a particular moment or point of time. You are also capable of doing so, but it is not in your awareness. So when your body fall asleep on a bed, your conscious far away from you and travels in dreams. Normally it happens to us. You will create a body such that it matches by all means same as your body. It may happen when you are in your friend's room also without the knowledge of your conscious. So we dream like even in a open eye time also, we go into dreams and we create some of our bodies and we release with some conscious. Therefore, there is no limit to the conscious that it can create bodies in a particular time. So not only in dreams, even in awakened condition also, we go into dreams. In this aspect, we are far ahead of you because we create anything or body with complete awareness. So we just go into dreams or thoughts. But here they will, Seth and the masters, that level of masters will go with complete awareness. And I'm sharing my field of existence with those who are facing the same challenges and also implementing the concerned progressions. But I know some of them and I do not know some. So all the masters also of that level also not in the knowledge of Seth. Some are there, some are not there. We just share through mutual message exchanging capabilities. So there are no words, only message exchanging capabilities they are having. Through that they work. All your languages origin also of this kind only. So our languages, whatever language we are using, are of that message exchange process only, related to that only. Otherwise, their significance becomes meaningless. So that master's significance becomes meaningless if that message exchange capability is not there. We are working through message exchange system means it is not that we use some mental level words. That means there are some words we think, but there are no words at all. Our messages will happen through the images of heat and electromagnetic. Such image progression will have greater energy. That's why we use a word like vibrations. So electromagnetic vibrations are images to give more meaning through that only. So how we get messages, who is speaking to us, how we are writing something with our own, that means with that inner connective message system. The concentration of that messages depends on the feeling behind them and heaviness. Though the words heaviness of feel may lead to sidetrack, so sideway. So heaviness, if you say, it goes to a sideway. So concentration of that message. The equivalent feelings such are in your experiences will also be experienced by us, but they are not like love, anger, and all. They are not like our love and anger. They will experience some of the feelings, but not like us. They are related to your inner organs. 3D incidents and experiences and your feelings like can be explained. So they are related to above this 3D level. Like that. Another 10 minutes, please. I will let you know about these inner organs by the end of this chapter. So I will let you know about these inner organs by end of this chapter. We too get very concentrated mental experience, but compared with your experience, dimensionally, it is very different. Now, if you understand this much, it is enough. The very wide mental circumstances which are not in the control of smaller limits are in our awareness. We respond to them. We will never have of a fear that we may fall, that the flow of those feelings. Therefore, we get those feelings very freely. For example, there will not be any problem or danger to our identities with the effect of some other deep feelings. We just travel those deep feelings, travel through those deep feelings, and we will translate them into many creative angles which are not in your awareness. Now, this is not natural to you. So, whatever feelings or things we get, emotionally, we will be stopped or we will be dropped there. But these masters will travel through that emotions and feelings like with higher conscious. So, we will not hide our feelings. Why? Because fundamentally it is not possible, and also which is unwanted. So stopping or getting arrested to that feelings is not possible there, because it is unwanted there. They have to express it, they have to be expressive, they have to pass through. As you do not know or not learn how to use them, you will see them as trouble creators. So whatever feelings we are getting are trouble creators to us, we feel, but they will pass through that phases. Now you are going to learn about the complete power and creative energies. Now with the help of Seth, we are going to learn all that. We understand that our identity is not dependent of this physical body, and also we know that we can take any body at any time, for which we will not have any doubt or fear. So they have got a knowledge of the conscious level that they can take any body they like at any time. So anybody. So now, not like nobody state can only enter into any body at any time. That's how they have got that energy. See, very beginning of this Seth starts, I told you the concept of nobody, somebody, anybody, like that. We talk, no, that is very, very important topic. We should remember, like, it's not a topic. We should be in that conscious actually. We do not know about the depth of your language. Ourself or conscious will take away us to many circumstances. Just like that, automatically we accustom us to those conditions and atmospheres, as we are all preachers by professors. So they are preachers or professors of that level. So there is no problem for them to adjust to any sort of atmosphere. The systems and methods according to the available personalities and realities of those circumstances. I have already told you that the conscious is not dependent of any body, but it will try to create some bodies always. Conscious is always trying to create some bodies because it works like that. It will not stay still. We are not bound to a particular time frame. Your minutes, hours, and years have lost their meaning and attraction before us. Of course, today, in the beginning, I told you about this where, when, time, and place will disappear. That's how this Seth will get connected and gives the messages to us. We know the limitations of time in the other realities. Therefore, if we do not consider that time in our messages, you cannot understand them. So now it is very much needed to see the time. That's why we have just talked about 10 minutes more. So in this dimension, we have to work along with that things only, time, place, and distance. So now, if we are not getting translated into the terms, it is very difficult to understand to us. There no barricades or fencings to the realities about which I am talking to you. So there, from where he is talking, there are no barricades or fencings of such type. That can be witnessed as well, some adjustments. We will therefore, those can be done. Personality of different capabilities only can do or bring that changes. For example, you do not know that you are in such many realities. Suppose if any reality enters by chance into your 3D reality, you cannot correlate properly, because it is entered means that itself got taken some change in its originality. We will never be bound to your time frame. We will be traveling through many different intensities. The work and the progress that takes place at a time is called a movement point. At this point, a very tiny thought also will take a fruitful result. The analysis of possibilities and calculation of probabilities also will be completed at a time, at once. So that's how now we have come to an end of today's session. Not like end, we can put a comma here. It is like, here the lastly what he told at this point. So in a point of time, fractional point of time, this also is telling to make us understand that words are used. In a movement point, everything, including very small part of identity or calculation, probabilities, everything is completed at once. That means they can take change in a movement. They can see any number of bodies they can create. That is the level where Seth is. So it is not so difficult. Just try to follow carefully, so that another 5 minutes is there. Let us be in meditation for this last 5 minutes, please. Closing the eyes, body gets disappeared slowly. Observer will be there. Observe yourself means not the body. Observe the inner eye. In that process, mind will work, subconscious will work for some time. Then subconscious disappears as the higher conscious works. And after some time, higher conscious also will disappear. Only the superconscious works. After some time, superconscious also will disappear. Only supreme, the universal conscious works. There, the time, place, body, and everything gets disappeared. That's how when we come out of the meditation, we say, I could not know how many hours I sit. So that there, the breath also gets stopped. That is only the real Brahmananda state is there. Nothing is there except that. To reach that, to achieve that state, we have to sit hours together. When we sit hours together, naturally the intake of physical food reduced, and the great food of inner will be taken. Supreme light energy is there. Get connected. Get connected. Enjoy that golden light with this conscious. Slowly, we will become that only. We are that only. This I will get disappear. Afterwards, the knowledge of that inner I will flow into words. Something cannot be defined, explained, unexplainable. All the words will get fail. True silence is enjoyed. Only enjoyment is there. That is real I. Last 1 minute. Let us thank to the universe for giving this wonderful knowledge and energy, making us to part of the universe, keeping us in the awareness of the universe. With the help of the external music, that music also will get stopped after some time, and inner music we will be listening, and that inner music also becomes still there where we are. Okay, masters, last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Just slowly open your hands and keep on your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly open your eyes and look to your hands. Give big claps to meditation and to the masters, Patriji, Patriji, and all the masters, nature, in the pyramids and the Sakahara Jagat and Pyramid Logat. Thank you, all masters. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Master. Thank you for sharing your wonderful wisdom, Master.
Thank you, sir.
It really came out very well. I mean, lot of depth of details. Something I think, what I realize is we need to practice more.
Yes, sir.
Wisdom is all about practice. Only through practice we'll be able to live that kind of, life. I mean, it's embodiment of spirituality.
Sitting for more time is very important, sir. More time.
Right.
Whenever a session is there, before that day, total night I will be sitting.
Oh,
Total night I will be sitting.
excellent, excellent. It's awesome,
Like
awesome.
that. Only it's not unexplainable knowledge. We get a lot, sir. We get a lot. Whatever we speak is very, very less, actually speaking.
Right, right. So all happens in silence.
Yeah. Of course, even then we have to share by words only. There is no other way.
Correct, correct. Nice, nicely said, sir. Anyone have any questions for Master? Any questions on the subject?
Yes, most welcome. No problem. Any time has no problem for me.
Yeah.
And you people sparing time is really very, very appreciable, sir. It's not so simple in this circumstances of our circumstances are different that spiritual circumstances. So undefinable thing, people who are working like you people, sparing time is very appreciable. I am very happy and thankful to all of you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Please, you can ask, sir. Anybody can question.
Yeah. Any question?
Thank you, Master. Wonderful wisdom. Our eyes are getting closed when you are talking. It's very high knowledge. Maybe we need to listen this again, your video, to grasp everything.
Yeah.
But wonderful wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. I may not be able to convey you so because it is a very typical subject. I am getting myself translated by reading the Telugu version. I am getting myself translated to English with my just whatever I can say. That way I am trying to convey you. That's how I could not mislead the things which are actually there.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, it was we can understand it, but like taking at a time too much, right? So it takes for us time to digest it. Yes.
Yeah. Have to listen slowly. Thank you, Andy. Have to listen slowly again and again.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anything, sir?
No, I think anyone else? Otherwise, we'll take it. Next week, we are in the Mega Meditation Summit, sir. Next week, we'll probably not have the session. The following week, we'll conclude it.
Okay, sir. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.